What's up everyone, it's Bones here. In today's video, I'll be covering the North American Nationals that just happened this weekend, as well as going over a plethora of lists and giving a little bit of my thoughts about the event. But before I begin, if you happen to enjoy content like this, clicking those thumbs up and subscribe buttons would be greatly appreciated, as it goes a long way in supporting the channel and shows me that you like content like this. So, as you see, this is the top 64 breakdown, and we have 10 Adventure Punk, 8 Sword Soul, 8 Dragon Link, 7 Despia, 5 Therion, which I don't know exactly what this means, the 5 Flunder, the 3 Striker, the 3 Branded Eldritch, 2 Predaplant Despia, 2 ABC, 2 Plunder, 2 Drytron, 1 Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk, 1 Brave Synchro, which this might be the deck that I heard about that is basically using Gizmek, Orochi, and other graveyard-related cards in the main deck instead of the standard Adventure Synchro decks that we've kind of seen in order to take advantage of power plays from the graveyard more often, though there is a zombie list that this could be talking about also, so I may be wrong about that. Then there's 1 Marine Cess, 1 Punk Tri-Brigade, 1 Phantom Knight, the 1 Adagnister, and 1 Salamangreat for top 64. One thing I would like to mention about the event is, as we saw, none of the Adventure Punk decks actually made top 4, and this was an 1,800 person event, and I think this is the closest we've been to a 2,000 person event since before the pandemic, and I don't think it's even close. If I'm wrong about that, please correct me down below in the comments section, but I think the closest to this was like the German Nationals at about 1,200 something. And with that being said, I wonder if we had more tournaments of this size, how would the Adventure Punk deck fare overall with all the bricks it plays? Because I understand that every deck here kind of has their own bricks, but the Adventure Punk stuff in particular has Deer Note. They can top deck E-Teles after already using their Xiamen and not having any in deck, along with no other targets to summon it, or to summon from it. The Adventure Bricks, of course, and hand traps. So, seeing as the deck did make top 8, I believe, we didn't see it in the top 4, and I found that very interesting. Then we have the 8 Sword Soul, which did end up winning the event, the 8 Dragon Link, the 7 Despia, and it makes me wonder if some of these small engine decks or things that can play 3 duality, and even the top 4 list played 3 Xdrav along with the prosperities and the dualities. It definitely makes me curious about the upcoming format and a potential list before that, as I feel we did get a pretty good representation of what this format is and how an event would go during this event. So on to the next portion of the video, and this is going to be the first placed Sword Soul deck profile. As you see, it's a 43 card deck with little to no hand traps, but it does have the 3 droplets, the 3 mines, and the 3 rivalries. Seeing another list win a big event with 3 Mystic Mine is telling of this card's power in the format. But to start with the list, we have the 3 Longyon, the 3 Moye, the 2 Taye, the 3 Ecclesia, the 3 Vishuddha, the 3 Ashuna, the 3 Adhara, the 1 Shathana, the 3 Ash Blossom, the 3 Droplet, the 3 Mystic Mine, the 3 Circle, the 3 Emergence, the 1 Called By, the 2 Desires, the 1 Blackout, and the 3 Rivalries. So, a pretty standard list, except for the fact that you have the Droplets, Mines, and Warlords main decked over the hand traps. As for the side deck, there's the 1 Driver, the 3 Gammas, the 3 Nibs, the 3 Lightning Storms, the 1 Duster, the 1 Red Reboot, and the Anti-Spell Fragrances. And for the extra deck, there's the 1 Baron, the 1 Sovereign, the 1 Changying, the 1 Chaofeng, the 2 Chizhao, the 1 Yazi, 3 Boxia, 1 Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, 3 Monk, and 1 Shaman. So a very interesting take on the deck for an event like this. Sword Soul over its span of time has not necessarily succeeded at taking down big events, though it's gotten far into top cuts. And I think that this might be its first major win. So I feel like that's a long time coming, as this is definitely one of the more consistent decks out there. And a job well done by its pilot. On to the second place striker list, and you'll see that this kind of takes a similar approach to the one that we saw at Hartford with the 3 main deck mines, except it's not going in with the trap trick engine. It has a bunch of hand traps along with the metaverse, and it also has the offerings to the doomed for more removal. But as you'll see, there's the 3 Ray, the 2 Rose, the 1 Hornet Drones, the 1 Engage, the 1 Multi-Roll, the 1 Shark Cannon, the 1 Area Zero, the 3 Widow Anchor, the 1 Afterburners, the 2 Prosperity, the 2 Offering to the 2 Droplets, the 1 Reinforcement of the Army, the 3 Mystic Mine, the 3 Imperm, the 3 Ash Blossom, the 3 Ghost Ogres, because the adventure stuff, quite frankly, is back and dominating the format. It's not surprising to see Ghost Ogre have such a large representation in main decks as it did throughout this event. Then there's the 2 Nibirus, the 3 Effect Veilers, the 1 Terraforming, and the 1 Metaverse. Onto the side deck, there's the 3rd Nibiru, the 3 Token Collectors, 2 Crows, 2 Cyclones, 2 Twisters, 2 There Can Be Only Ones, and 3 Dimensional Barriers. Onto the extra deck, it's pretty standard, as there's 1 Access Code, 1 Selene, 1 Lena, 1 Dark, 1 Needle Fiber or Halka-Fibrax, 1 Zeke, 1 Kana, 2 Hayate, 3 Kagari, and 3 Shizuku. On to the third place list, and here is everybody's favorite. Flu has managed to take down another top cut, and this time it got a pretty high placing after all the complaining that people have been doing about it. And ironically enough, this list, as you can see, did not even play Mystic Mine, though it does have the Harpy's Featherstorm. So we'll start with the 2 Empen, the 3 Robina, the 3 Eaglin, the 1 Stree, the 1 Toucan, the 1 Ryza, the 1 Avion, the 3 Shifter, the 3 Drolls, the 1 Unexplored Winds, the 1 Dream, the 3 Simorgh Bird of Perfection, the 1 Barrier Statue of the Wind, the Advent, the 3 Maps, the 1 Elbors, the 3 Extrav, the 3 Prosp, and the 3 Duality. Onto the side deck, you can see the 3 No Materials here, and I think that this is a pretty funny side deck card, as it can stop certain matchups, like the Cybers decks, as well as decks that might just be trying to link climb into stuff. So I do think it's a cute option, and should not be overlooked if your deck is weak to anything that No Material can beat. Then there's the 3 Ash Blossoms, the 1 Simorgh Repulsion, the 1 Feather Duster, the 2 Lightning Storm, the 3 Dark Rulers, and the 2 Feather Storm. Onto the extra deck, and as you can see, it's the 3 Zeus, 3 Downards, 2 Tornadoes, the Promenade Thrush, 2 of those, the 2 Assembled Nightingale, or 3 of them, and then the 2 Nightmare Phoenix to round out the deck list. And onto the 4th place list. This is the Marincess deck that I felt a lot of people have been sleeping on, because there will be times where I see people talk about Salamangreat as well as Adignister as the Cybers decks to beat, but Marincess did the best out of all of them, and I think it's for good reason. Marincess is a deck that it takes 1 card to go into your Link 1 and kind of get your plays started. Its ability to play a bunch of hand traps and generic cards, with the fact that Wave is also a hand trap, can make this deck very versatile. Also, the ability to play Triple Tactic Talent, along with Crossout if you want to go that route because of all the hand traps you play, can make Marincess a very strong counter to a lot of the decks that are good this format. Having the high chance to draw double hand traps, while also having board-breaking cards like Talons, doesn't surprise me one bit that this deck did as well as it did, and I'm glad that somebody finally placed well with it to kind of show what the deck can do. So anyways, we'll go with the 1 Sleepy Maiden, the 3 Blue Tangs, the 3 Seahorse, the 3 Spring Girl, the 2 Pascalis, the 3 Ash, the 3 Ghost Ogre, the 2 Marincess Dive, the 1 Battle Ocean, the 1 Wave, the 3 Veilers, the 3 Nibs, the 2 Desires, the 1 Called By, the 3 Talents, the 3 Signet Minings, and the 3 Imperms. Onto the side deck, there's the 3 Token Collectors, 3 Drolls, 2 Crows, 1 Harpy's Feather Storm, 3 Lightning Storms, and 3 Gozen, which is another thing I want to talk about. So, the Punk engine has Zeomin, which is an Earth. Chaos Ruler is a Dark. The whole Marincess deck is Water. The Adventure Token is an Earth. Griffin Rider is a Wind. Lubellion is a Light. I feel like this card and this deck are just 2 things not to sleep on, and as you can see together, they went to the top 4. Then for the extra deck, we'll see the Bahamut Shark, the number 4 Kragan, the 1 Toad, the 2 Sea Slug, or the Blue Slug, the 3 Sea Angels, the 2 Anemone, the 1 Splash Mage, the Area, the Marbled Rock, the 3 Coral Triangle, the 1 Argonaut, and the 1 Bubble Reef, to round out the deck profile. Now, unfortunately, this is the only list from the top 16 that I have, but I have a bunch more after this. So this is Adventure Dragon Link, as you can see, and it's nothing too out of the ordinary, except maybe the fact that there is no seals. The Eradicators are cute if you draw them. The Scarlight here is for time. You'll see a few deck lists throughout the video that actually did the same thing. But onto the deck profile, you'll see the 1 Rocks Rose, the 1 Red Rose, the 1 Rocks Rose, the Basil Shoot, the 2 Tracer, the 1 Recharger, the 1 Rocket Synchron, the Abso Router, the 3 Aqua, or Water Enchantress, the 3 Rites, the Illusion of Chaos, Magician Souls, Griffin Rider, Draco Back, Fateful Adventure, Foolish, the Gamma Package, the 3 Nibs, the 3 Effect Veilers, the 1 Snow, and the 1 Token Collector for Shooting Riser, the 2 Drolls, the 3 Ash Blossoms, the Baby Dragons, the 1 Called By, the 3 Droplets, the 3 Quick Launch, the 3 Chaos Base, the 1 Sector, and the 1 Ravine. Onto the side deck, we'll see the 1 Scarlight, the 3rd Droll, the 1 Illegal Knight, the 2 Token Collectors. He did say that he would actually take out the Illegal Knight because it didn't do as much, and I can imagine it could be another hand trap, but I guess that's up to player preference if you end up happening to pick up the deck and like the option of Illegal Knight. But that's all there is to say about that. The 2 Token Collectors, the 3 Dark Rulers, the 3 Cyclones, the 3 EEVs, and the 1 Reboot. On for the extra deck, we have the 1 Baron, the Hot Red, the Savij, the Chaos Ruler, the Shooting Riser, the Bortle, the Apo, the Access Code, the Unicorn, the Mask, the Romulus, the Hulk, the Dark, the Pisty, and the Striker Dragon to round out the deck profile. Onto the top 32, and this is the second Dragon Link deck that we have, which happened to not only play the adventure stuff, but also the punk stuff with a small package here, and it also had the sided EEVs as well as the Scarlight, as you can see here. He did say that he would probably take out the Scythe, as the idea was to send it off Riser, Reborn, off Baron, I believe it was. But overall, it didn't put as much work in as he would have liked it to, and that it would probably be the 3rd Token Collector. So onto the deck profile, we'll see the Gamma package, the Rocks Rose, Red Rose, and Basil, the Adventure stuff here with the Right and the 3 Waters, the 3 Quick Launch, the Fateful Adventure, and the Draco Back, the Griffin Rider, the Boot Sector Launch, the Ravine, the Punk package here with the 3 Etellies, the 3 Chaos Base, the 3 Tracers because it's a 60 card deck, the Recharger, the Rocket Synchron, the Abso Router, the Baby Dragons, the Souls package, the 3 Nibs, the 3 Veilers, the 3 Ash Blossoms, the 1 Destrudo, the 3 Droplets, the 3 Talents, the 1 Cyclone, Called By, Foolish, and Snow. Onto the side deck, we'll see the 2 Token Collectors, the 1 Scythe, the 1 Scarlight, the 3 Lightning Storm, the 2 Trap Trick, the 3 EEV, and the 3 Evenly. And onto the extra deck, there's the 1 Bortle, the 1 Access Code, the 1 Unicorn, the 1 Triple Burst, the 1 Hulk, the 1 Dark, the Romulus, the Mask, the 1 Pisty, Striker Dragon, Shooting Riser Dragon, Bortle, Savij Dragon, the Chaos Ruler, Hot Red, and Baron to round out this deck profile. On to the next top 32 list, and we have yet another Sky Striker deck list that happened to be on the Mystic Mines, except this one actually did run the Demise of the Land, and he said he wouldn't do this again. I don't believe. But to get on with the deck profile, there's the 3 Ray, the 2 Rose, the 1 Rhoda, the 1 Hornet Drones, the Engage, the Multi-Roll, the 1 Area Zero, 3 Prosp, 2 Afterburner, 1 Shark Cannon, 3 Widow Anchor, 1 Called By, the 3 Ash Blossoms, Terraforming, 3 Demise of the Land, 3 Mystic Mine, 3 Veiler, 3 Nibirus, 3 Imperms, and 1 Metaverse. Onto the side deck, we have the 2 Drolls, 1 Jamming Wave, 3 Cosmic Cyclones, 3 Shared Ride, which there were a few people that actually did play this, the 3 Dimensional Barriers, and the 3 There Can Be Only Ones to round out the side deck. And onto the extra deck, we have 3 Hayate, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 1 Kana, 1 Zeke, 1 Dark, 1 Hulk, 1 Celine, and 1 access code to round out this deck profile. Onto the last top 32 list I have here, and this is Adventure Theory on ABC, as you can see, as I actually happen to have a couple of these lists. So we'll start with the 1 Foolish, the 1 Called By, the 1 Set Rotation, the 1 Terraforming, the Mystic Mine, the 2 Tisk Coliseum, the 3 Union Hangers, the 2 Rights, the 3 Aquas, or the Water Enchantress, the 1 Griffin, the 3 Gammas with the Driver, the Ash Blossoms, the 3 Droplets, the 3 Prosps, the 1 Draco Back, the 1 Fateful Adventure, the 2 Regulus, and 2 of each ABC piece, along with the Union Driver, to round out the main deck. Onto the side deck, we have the 3 Drolls, the 3 Twin Twisters, the 2 Lightning Storms with the Red Reboot, the 2 Dimensional Barrier, the 2 Skill Drain, and the 2 Anti-Spells. And onto the extra deck, there's the 3 Buster Dragons, the 1 Omega for the Sci-Frame stuff, the 1 Bagu, the 1 Abyss Dweller, the 1 Underworld Goddess, the 1 Apo, the 1 Access Code, the Nightmare Package here, the Platinum Gadget Mask, Barricade Borg Blocker, and Link Spider to round out the first ABC deck profile. The second ABC deck profile is one from the top 64, and this one happened to be on a much smaller ABC ratio, as you can see here, as well as playing 2 Bigfoots, and the reason for this was to discard off of Buster, or just to be a body, but primarily you kind of just want to discard this in order to get the pop along with the Banish. So we'll see the 1A, the 2B, the 1C, the 2 Regulus, the Souls package here, he says that he did prefer it over Prosperity, the 2 Bigfoot, the 3 Ash, the 1 Union Driver, the 3 Hanger, the 1 Mystic Mine, the 2 Tisk Coliseum, 1 Set Rotation, 1 Terraforming, Fateful Adventure, Draco Back, Griffin Ride, the 3 Rite of Aramis here, the 2 Water Enchantress, which is kind of funny to note. Both lists were on 5 total of these, but the last one played 3 Water Enchantress and 2 Rite. This one plays 3 Rite and 2 Water Enchantress. There's the Harpy's Feather Duster, Called By, Foolish, 2 Talons, and 3 Droplets. Onto the side deck, we have the 3 Nibirus, the 1A, which he says he wouldn't do this again, the Book of Eclipse. He says that he played 1 Twin Twisters because it was the only ulti he had, so I don't know if these are supposed to be 2 more Twin Twisters, but he did play 3 Lightning Storms in this event. Then we have the 3 Dark Rulers, the 3 Dimensional Barriers, and the 1 Red Reboot. Onto the extra deck, we have the 2 Buster, the 1 Bagu, the Goddess, the Access Code, Appaloosa, Celine, the Nightmare Package, which he plays it in full, including the Cerberus, the Platinum Gadget, the Dark, and the Lena, the Mask, and the Security Dragon to round out the last ABC deck profile that I have for you guys. The next top 64 list that I have for you guys is Adventure Zombie Punk, and it's kind of awesome to see that this got in, as it is one of the spicier lists in this video. As you can see, it has such a small zombie package, but when you consider Songon to be the second normal summon, and the fact that that can so easily go into Hulk with Alboria, and kind of get your Chaos Ruler stuff going so easily. Unless you don't have anything else and just have like a Hulk Dagda play. I can imagine this still raising the consistency of the deck. And I can understand where the strengths of this may lie in the fact that your Chaos Ruler mills can just be so much stronger. Another thing I'd like to mention before doing the card by card, he said that he would drop this. So we'll see the 3 Water Enchantress, the 1 Griffin, the Draco Back, the Fateful Adventure, the 3 Right, the Rocks Rose, or the Red Rose, the Rocks Rose, the Punk package here with the 3 Foxy Toon, 2 Xiamen, and 1 Deer Note, the 3 Songon, the 1 Arborea, the Jet Synchron, the Destrudo, the Snow, the Scythe, the Basil Shoot, the Zombie World, the Banshee, the Plague Spreader, the Spiridow, the 3 Mizukis, the Unizombie, the 3 Nibirus, the 3 Veilers, the 3 Ash, the Gamma package, which was also popular this event, the 3 Imperms, the 2 Ogres, the 1 Called By, the 3 Etelis, the 3 Prosperities, and the 1 Foolish Burial. Onto the side deck, there's the 1 Token Collector, the 3 Drolls, the 3 Crows, the 2 Twin Twisters, the 1 Red Reboot, 2 D-Barriers, and 3 Anti-Spells. Onto the extra deck, we'll see the 1 Access Code, the Selene, the Hulk, the Dagda, the Dark, the Anima. He says he would cut this if he didn't play Jet Synchron in order to make more room. Then he played the Almirage, the Zombie Vampire, the Psychic and Punisher, the Baron, the Cheng Ying, the Chaos Ruler, the Shooting Riser, the Immortal Dragon, along with the TCG Wonder Magician to wrap up the deck profile. The next one is Salamangreat, and this one's kind of a more standard build, somewhat a little bit of an old school build if you think of the Heat Leos right here. But it really doesn't look like this deck has changed since 2019, since the deck was meta besides like the 1 Gazelle and the 2 Desires. But anyways, we'll get on to the list. The 1 Gazelle, the 3 Spinny, the 3 Foxy, the 2 Jack Jaguar, the 1 Falco, the 2 Flame Buffalo, the 3 Ash, the 3 Veilers, the 2 Signet Minings, the 3 Nibs, the 3 Drolls, the 1 Sanctuary, the 3 Circles, the 2 Desires, the 1 Called By, the 1 Will, the 2 Rage, the 1 Roar, the 3 Imperms. Onto the side deck, we have the 3 Token Collectors, 1 HFD, a 2nd Will, and a 2nd Roar, which he said was his own spice of the format, the 1 Red Reboot, the 2 Rivalry, the 3 Anti-Spell, and the 3 Evenly. Into the extra deck, we have the Access Code, the Transcode, the Heat Soul, the Update Jammer, the Splash Mage, the 2 Heat Leos, the 3 Sunlight Wolf, the 3 Bale, the 1 Stalio, and the 1 Bagu to round out this deck profile. Now I have a couple of Day 2 deck lists to show you, and this is the Round 11 Feature Match Marine Cess deck that we saw a couple of nights ago. So to start with this list, we have the 3 Nibirus, the 3 Imperms, the 3 Veilers, the 3 Mourners, the 3 Ash Blossoms, the 2 Ghost Ogres, 1 Battle Ocean, 2 Dive, the 1 Wave, the 3 Blue Tang, the 3 Spring Girl, 3 Pascalis, 1 Sleepy Maiden, the 3 Seahorse, 3 Signet Minings, 2 Desires, 1 Called By, and 1 Signet Crosswipe to round out the main deck. Then onto the side deck, we have the Shared Rides, the 3 Cosmic Cyclones, 2 Twin Twisters, the Ghost Ogre, the 3 O's, the 3 Token Collectors, and onto the extra deck, we have the Bahamut Shark, the Kraken, the 1 Toad, the 1 Sea Angel, the 2 Slug, the 2 Anemone, the 1 Crystal Heart, the 1 Area, the 1 Splash Mage, the 1 Coral Triangle, the 1 Marbled Rock, the 1 Argonaut, and the 1 Bubble Reef. Now I'll take you on to the final profile. So this is probably the spiciest list we have here, as it's a pure Dragunity deck that happened to make Day 2, which I think is pretty awesome, so I wanted to show this off. And to get started here, you'll see that there's 3 seals, and it's because he has a play with Samsara Dragon here. I believe it's not to get another body. But to get on with the deck profile, we'll see the 1 Armagram, the 3 Legatus, the 3 Remus, the 2 Qs, the 1 Missilin, the 1 Senatus, the 1 Dux, the 1 Phalanx, the 1 Baby Rock, the 1 Samsara, the 1 Zephyros, the 1 Red MD, the 1 Tempest, the 1 Sloth to special summon off the seals, the 3 Ash Blossoms, the 2 Nibirus, the 2 Crows, the 1 Droll, Monster Reborn, Terraforming, Called By, 2 Glows, 3 Ravines. He played 3 Whirlwinds. He said that this card definitely overperformed, and I can imagine that this helps the deck going second a lot. As you can see, it already plays a fair bit of going second cards, but having something that can get your engine going too, and potentially bait a negation, is kind of strong too. So we'll see the 1 Dragunity, and I'm not going to pronounce that, but it's the counter trap, and this is something I thought that we wouldn't see in a well-performing list at a big event like this, but I guess anything's possible in this game, as we see the 3 droplets to round out the main deck. Onto the side deck, you'll see the 1 Scarlight for Time, the Token Collector, the 3 Lancias, and he says that he played this for Swordsoul because you can stop the Tenyi plays, Taie, and you can kind of hurt them a lot in a grind type game. The 3 Twin Twisters, the 3 Lightning Storms, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, the Change of Heart, and the 2 Non-Fusion Area. Then onto the extra deck, we have the 1 Bortle Sword, the 2 Romulus, the 3 Seals, the 1 Atom, the 1 Gayderg, the 1 Lewin, the 2 Barca, the 1 Savij, the 1 Crystal Wing, the 1 Dragunity Knight, and the Ascalon to round out the final deck profile that I'll be showing today. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any of the Despia or Drytron lists, but I'll be trying to get those in the upcoming days along with some of the other lists, and I'll post them if every other YouTuber hasn't posted them yet. Because I happen to take a few of these lists from other YouTubers, I'll also be leaving their links down below if you want to watch what the players themselves had to say about the decks, so that you can get more in-depth detail on each deck. But I didn't want to do that in this video, as it was already over 10 deck profiles. But anyways, if you made it this far into the video, I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. It's Bones, signing out.